Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sage. I haven't talked to you guys in a while over here. I've been writing on the Sage Lewis uh, blog more. So I don't know. You probably don't know or care. But over here, I try to do more hopeful things. And over there, I try to do more painful things, I guess. Um, Mostly because I think some people don't want the painful things. Like it's just too painful. I have friends that just they can't handle it. And so I kind of like this space to be just more uplifting so that you don't have to come here and be afraid that you're going to get punched in the face with something insane. So all the insanity stuff happens over at sagelewis.com. If that's what you like, if you're into insanity, that's where you want to go. But the reason I haven't posted here in a long time is because I haven't had a lot of uplifting, positive things to report. I would say that the last 4 or 5 months since late December, early January has been just a very painful time. And I think it has to do with transition. Well, I guess that is what pain is, right? It's letting you know that something has changed, and we don't like it. We don't like it. We don't want it. We don't want the change because it's painful. I think I saw in Cedar Point once somebody had a T-shirt that said, "Pain is fear leaving the body." It's catchy. I don't know if I believe it. But I feel like I'm getting close to transitioning, hopefully, out of this. So one of the things I've learned, this side is kind of more spiritual stuff. I I believe in a cyclical spiritual journey. I think a lot of people, or I don't know, sorry. I think some people get stuck in one part or another. So, if I can overgeneralize, which I can't, very good at it, I think fundamentalists get stuck in the living part, and atheists get stuck in the dying part, and then nobody goes to the rebirth part, which is the whole, I think, the message of Jesus. I don't know. Oh, what do I know? You know what? The message of Jesus is the message you want to hear. That's what I think spirituality should be. If it helps you in your life, then that's the right message. Sometimes I wonder if it's helping you or just making you angrier. The retribution, eye for an eye people. I don't know if that's healthy. But whatever. If you're happy, I'm happy. Lord knows I love a good fight. I love it, and it's good. Anyways, so I see these different phases. I'm in, I believe, a pretty rolling spiritual process now. I was I was an atheist for a long time, and then I kind of got out of it, and now I'm in this, I think, constant cycle of change, of where am I spiritually right now? And so I see them as spiritual rooms. I see them as rooms. And if I look back, like if just in this period of helping homeless people, the rooms are pretty clear. Like, so when I started sheltering people on my property, honest to God, I kid you not, I thought the city was going to thank me. I thought they were going to say, Sage, what a wonderful thing you've done. You've taken all these people that were messing up our streets and throwing trash all over, and you have taken care of them. That's wonderful. I swear to you, that's what I thought. I mean, I really thought I would be seen as a problem solver. But boy, oh boy, was I wrong. I made so many people angry. So many people angry. City has sued me. I've sued the city, blah, blah, blah. The Continuum of Care put out a whole hit piece on me years ago about, how I'm increasing homelessness. As a little interesting aside, right now, Donald Trump is, he has this idea that he wants to, he's kind of focusing his national homeless services on, he's moving away from housing first and moving into like treatment first type of ideas, They wrongfully say that the reason people are homeless is because of addiction and mental illness. The reason people are homeless is because they can't afford a home. Just look at the supply. Google how much real estate supply is there for low-income people in America, and you'll see that it's millions and millions and millions of houses under the needed supply. That's why some people are homeless, okay? Maybe most people are homeless, okay? If you're on disability making $950 a month, how do you rent a place? How do you do it? Oh, anyways. Oh, yeah, I have ADHD. I was diagnosed. Maybe I'll tell you that in a minute. I was thinking of something else. Donald Trump is doing this thing where he's like, treatment first. And Utah is so on board. They're like, let's do it. And so they were like they proposed this compound where basically they were just going to scoop up homeless people and force them into this treatment facility. And it's not working. I just saw a New York Times article about it. They can't get that done either. And so we are in a place where you can't offer them what they want. You can't offer them something they don't want. Like, not only can I not get my stuff done, the Republicans can't even get their stuff done. The reason homeless people are on the street is a metaphor for the fact that we don't want to deal with these people. That's my most recent takeaway. They're running around like rats. And I mean it, that we've turned them into rats, not that they are rats. We have turned them into rats that we are just shooing around like with our police brooms. You can't lay there. You can't lay there. But we don't have a solution. And the reason is we don't want a solution because we don't like them. They don't even deserve our prisons. Our prisons are too good for these trash. That's where we are in America. It like really, really opened my eyes. Anyways, so that was my first room of naivete, stupidity. And I'm like, wow, that was wrong. And then I moved into a room that I was in for quite some years, like the anger room, the fighting room. And it's a great room. If you're a guy like me, love to fight, love to do these blog posts and make fun of politicians because they're so fucking sensitive. Oh, it's so great. It's so good. I love doing memes of politicians because they can't not look at them and it just eats their soul. Ah, it's delicious. Delicious. But I moved out of that room. And the reason I moved out of that room was because I realized I was doing no good. All I was doing was hurting politicians or anybody on Facebook that disagreed with me. I loved it. It's great. It's so cathartic. It's that retribution thing. It's like, yeah, and I'm clever and I know how to clickbait stuff, and oh, it's so good. I know how to get articles in the newspaper. I'm just a natural at this stuff. It's just my natural habitat to bait people into fighting me. Oh, it's so good. But what I realized was I did it for many years. I don't know, most of the years I've been doing this work. After I realized I was a total loser idiot that thought they were going to thank me, then I just moved into this really dark place of fighting. And the reason, not only did I enjoy it, but the reason was I was hoping that it would change something. But I am here to tell you the only thing that has changed is unsheltered homelessness is up like 200% or something. Don't quote me on that number, but it's a lot. A lot. There are more unsheltered homeless people than when I started. Okay? That's the only thing. There are no new services. There's no new ideas. I have pitched ideas. I have sent them. I met with the new mayor. Nothing. And this realization that like when the Republicans can't even concentration camp these people, I'm like, oh, I see. These people are beneath everyone. Beneath everyone. Beneath our criminals. Just, they are subhuman. They are in the basement. Below human. Below animals. I had a woman once check on the health of a dog. And it was like 40 degrees. She had to tromp through mud and rain to check on this dog. She walked past a dozen people in the mud to check on this dog who was perfect. This dog, I mean, its coat was beautiful. It ate people. It was so happy. And I said to her, I'm like, don't you find this interesting that you just walked past a dozen humans and you didn't ask how they're doing? Because you can see they're not doing great. She's like, I know. She said she knew. I had the EPA once call me and say that I was hurting the air because homeless people were burning wire, which is not what I wanted. But I also thought that was amusing that the air had an advocate. The dogs have an advocate, the air has an advocate, but the people that are around the air and the dogs, no advocate. No advocate. You can't even concentration camp them. Can't do it. There's no good. Greta Thunberg is a canary in the coal mine for me too. That young woman has been to the UN, tells the most amazing speeches. I've seen her now on a boat to bring supplies to Gaza. Nothing she does helps. We have worse environmental protections than when Greta Thunberg started. If Greta Thunberg can't get anything done, how the hell am I going to get anything done? This has sat in me really heavily that I am not going to change the system. Okay? And when you internalize that, the anger is pointless. I mean, you can do it for fun, but I wasn't doing it for fun. I mean, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. But there was a point in the anger to try to inspire these people. Would you like me to stop making fun of you? Well, then do something with me. Talk to me. My wife has always said she could have shut me down in 5 minutes if she worked with the city. She'd be like, I'll just call him in and tell him how thoughtful we think he is. And we're going to put him on a committee and he's just going to do research for years. And we'll just bury him in a committee. And I would have done it. But instead, they don't know how to handle a guy like me. So I just got the clickbaits and the articles and the news coverage, and because it's just easy for me to do. But it's also exhausting. All of that fighting is when the heat blows back on you, that is very, very painful for me. And the reason is because I have recently been diagnosed with ADHD, and there is a thing that ADHD people have called rejection sensitive dysphoria. And it's like, I'm just reading some things here. It's overwhelming, almost physically painful emotional response that feels completely out of proportion to the situation. The experience is often described as sudden, intense wave of shame, humiliation, or devastation, like an emotional flashbang. It can hit in an instant and feel unbearable. So that's how I have lived. That feeling, like a dysphoria of pain every time I would upset somebody. The amount of shame and pain is almost incomprehensible. So I lived with it, and I can live with it because I've lived with it my whole life. But it came at a great expense. I always likened it to black magic. They say, if you cast a black magic spell, the black magic comes back on you twice as hard. That's how it felt. I would cast a black magic spell by doing some sort of clever but negative Facebook post or something, and then that negativity would just come back on me. It was so I can't even describe it. It's like I just felt it yesterday, and I literally almost wanted to throw up. Somebody just said they were a bit disappointed in me. That's what they said. I'm a bit disappointed in you, and I wanted to throw up. It's like, if you can imagine what that feeling is like when, well, honestly, it doesn't matter how extreme the blowback is. The feeling is always the same. You can tell me you're going to kill me, which honestly would not, no, I don't know. Like, I'm going to sue you or something, or how much I hate you or whatever. And it's the same feeling as somebody saying they're a bit disappointed in me. So it doesn't really matter the whatever it's the same feeling. So it's not like it is more. It's always an 11, you know. But it's all like it's incredibly painful. So like it's not there's a downside to me doing that stuff. But the fact of the matter is I'm not going to change anything. So sending out the negativity, the fighting is pointless. It's pointless. Because it doesn't help. If Greta Thunberg can't do it, I can't do it. That's it. And I haven't done it, and I've tried. If you followed me at all, you know I have tried. You can't say I haven't tried. So then I moved into the room that I'm in now. I moved out of the room of anger and hate and moved into the room of sadness. And wow. And I don't think you can live in this room for very long. I don't know. Maybe you can. But it's kind of like depression. But it's not. And I know it's not because like I've been talking to psychology people and they're like, do you feel hopeless? And I'm like, well, actually I was talking to AI about it. And I'm like, yeah, this is hopeless. This is absolutely hopeless. And then AI was like, well, you're talking about, shit that's legitimately hopeless. You're like, how do you feel about your life? And I'm like, oh, my life is great. I have a wonderful family. I enjoy the food I eat. I honestly believe I'll stick around on the planet just so I can get as long as possible, just so I can get another piece of pizza. I'm a happy guy. I'm making AI tools. I love my work. I love my family. I'm learning the guitar. And they're like, oh, you aren't depressed. You're just rational. And that sort of made it worse because I'm like, oh, because it was basically saying, yeah, duh. Yet again, duh. You can't make a difference. You believe that shit? One guy can make a difference. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And so I've been living in this place where I've come to a realization that I'm not going to fix this. This is not going to get fixed. And what I've been doing all along is I have this camper, I call it the Nomadic Spirit, and I go out and I bring cigarettes and coffee and hot dogs, and we listen to music. I just figured out how to make the TV work, so now we're watching concerts and on the TV in the camper. It's so much fun. But this entire time of doing it, it felt small and stupid. Like I was like, oh, this is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to be downriver picking up all the parts. I want to be up at the top of the river fixing before the people fall into the river. And that's where I've been in my anger stage, trying to be at the top of the river, but you can't go to the top of the river. They won't let you. They won't let you. The Republicans can't even concentration camp these people. Because they are beneath everyone. So, just deep sadness, like deep sadness. If you can imagine, you're sad and happy, like you're like, oh, my life is great, but I've come to the realization that all I'm going to be doing the rest of my life is handing out hot dogs. What a waste of a life. But here's the thing. These people love it. They love it. We have such a good time. We talk. We're having so much fun. They're like, nobody else comes around and just hangs out with us. They come over, they drop off a bunch of food and stuff, and then they run away. They're like, you come and hang out. I'm like, yeah, you're cool people. I honestly think you might be the enlightened ones. Get out of the system. The system is a hoax. It's a casino, and the casino always wins, man. Aren't you seeing that now? With the oligarchs and all these wars that nobody wants, they don't care. The facade is off. There's never been democracy. Oh, and now all the gerrymandering. Now we just cut up Louisiana like there was one place where some black people had a vote, and they're like, nope, that's not happening. They just cut that out. Democracy's a lie. It's all a lie, man. You think you're making a difference by voting? Grow up. You're not making a difference. And now you should be seeing it, right? If you're not seeing it now with Donald Trump, who is just the crass version of all of it, then I don't know, you either don't care or you're never going to see it. It couldn't be more obvious now, right? I mean, we're just destroying. I mean, did you see what we did to Gaza? We did that. We preemptively went into Iran. We attacked them first. Why? Because we've always wanted to attack Iran. And Donald Trump was the sucker to do it. Lame. So lame. He conned us. I mean, they conned him. I mean, in a way, I feel like he got played because he said he was never going to go into Iran. He would say Kamala. He said Kamala's going to send us to Iran. And now look, now we're in Iran. Maybe we're getting out of Iran. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? But we sure as hell went there, spending billions and billions of dollars. Because there are these forces that want it done. They're the ones in control, not us. Sherrod Brown, the major liberal, he's running for Senate again in Ohio. He supports all of it. He supports it all. Total bullshit. Whoa. It says I'm running out of batteries. All right, well, if that's true, I plugged it in. Hold on. Just hold on. Why is that happening? There. All right. I don't know why that was. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, at any rate, I see the path out of this room. Okay. And the path out of this room is acceptance. That's the new room. The room is called acceptance. And I'm not in it. I'm still in the sad room. Because right now, I'm trying to wrestle with the fact that acceptance to me just seems like giving up. And until I either brainwash myself to believe it's not giving up, which is how I feel right now. I'm like, yeah, you're just going to have to trick yourself. It's not giving up. It's like, I think like what I realized this morning is it's like Mother Teresa. I don't recall her ever talking about changing the system. She was just in Calcutta treating sick people. That's the kind of acceptance, like that was a realization I just had this morning, that like, oh, that's what Mother Teresa did. She wasn't Greta Thunberging Calcutta and poverty. She was just like, hey, there's a bunch of sick people and I thought I'd go help them. And she's controversial. We don't need to get involved in that. I get it. But the idea that, she wasn't focused on changing the system. And that might be the bridge that I need, is thinking about Mother Teresa. Maybe I'll go read a Mother Teresa book or something. Like, that's, I think, where I'm headed, is that maybe my camper isn't just enough, isn't just giving up. It's maybe exactly what is needed in a world that you are not going to change. If the world changes, the world changes, you know? Sometimes things do change. I don't see how it's going to, with all of the money being pooled into a few super, super rich people, and how AI is their advocate, you know, saying very clearly that the goal is to take all our jobs. That's the goal. So I don't know, you know, if they achieve that goal, we're screwed. They're like, oh, we need universal basic income. No. We'll just become the homeless people that become subhuman, and then we won't do anything with them. I mean, maybe we'll Trail of Tears them or something, you know, march them through, send them to some desert or something like that. But, you know, we did that, of course, to the Native Americans. So, I mean, we have that in us, right? We concentration camped those Japanese Americans during World War II. That was nice. So, I mean, we could get enough gumption to concentration camp these people, but it's going to cost money and nobody's going to want to pay the money. So I don't really know how it's going to get done. I don't know. I mean, we do spend money on homelessness. So if we took all the homeless money and just put it in concentration camps, maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is I got to get out of this sad room, because this room is killing me. This room sucks. The sad room is too damn sad. Like, it's bad in here. It's dangerous in here. It's a terrible place to be. I wouldn't wish the sad room on anyone. The anger room is way better. I was watching a concert of Rage Against the Machine, and he had a point where he's like, anger is a gift. I'm like, damn straight it is a gift. Yeah, man. It lets you avoid reality. Because sadness is just wow. But I do see a way out. And I think it's role modeling somebody like Mother Teresa, and maybe there's other people like it. But I got to give up on activism, you know. And of course, I'm becoming a lawyer, and I can maybe do some activism. Like if there's a church that's trying to shelter homeless people, I could be their lawyer. You know, I can try that stuff. But I am in no way, shape, or form believing that I can make a difference in changing the system. All I can do is just be with these people, which they really like. So, you know, you listen to the people, what they like. They like hot dogs, cigarettes, weed, coffee, you know. And let's give it to them. Because acceptance is acceptance for everything, right? That's all they want. They just want to be accepted into humanity. They want to be accepted as a human. They want to be above the dirt. And that's easy for me. It's easy for me to accept them. It's not easy for me to accept a system that refuses to acknowledge or deal with the subhumans that they've created. So anyways, that's the story I wanted to tell you. I don't know if I'm going to post more here. I don't know. I can't tell you how these journeys go. They have a life of their own. I would like to be over here more because this is the hopeful place. And the sagelewis.com is kind of the dark place. And of course, in a spiritual journey, you need both. You always go through hope and, you know, life, birth, life, death, you know, you do. So anyways, I love you. Wanted to fill you in. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you later. Bye.